I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's there. Though I'm not seeing the cook. It's harder to see him because he doesn't have a light. It'll be a minute before he comes back. He's over there. Okay. I think I might be able to see him walk back and forth. Maybe from this angle. No. He's rounding that area, which means he's gonna be out in that hallway in a little bit. And he's over there. I see. Then he's there. And he turns back. And then you. This is really tricky here. I have a plan. Okay. I got a couple of keys, but that might actually not be necessary because I unlocked my way past a lot of it. But anyway, we can go in... What is this room? Oh. This is not a good room to be in. Wait, this is Francis Sanders, right? It has to be him.
Doctor, is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
What'd they
You're
do to you?
Sanders, aren't you? I heard you from my cell. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you?
The doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me? The doctor wants to heal me. But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes. And yet I told him that I didn't want him. I do not want to see it anymore. The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
I saw the traces of a revocation ritual in Sarah Hawkins' office. Is it connected to this curse?
She tried to correct her mistake, yes. She tried everything.
What mistake did she make?
But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. Don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Chandler.
Sanders.
That's the
Pull
painting he
yourself
bought.
together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
No! Sanders! What the hell?
Oh, his legs went in bad directions.
I gotta...
His neck went in a bad direction, too. That's not supposed to.
Okay. This is insane. What killed him?
You know, I don't know. Some sort of invisible force just went up there and was like, woohoo! And it had fun with him. And that was bad. I'm hearing growling in the background there. Also, I want to check something. Oh, we have 3 CP. Cool. Let's see. 2 CP needed before level up. Okay. Interesting. Validate. Sanity. The ritual. Shaken. Ordeals you have gone through have left the mark, but you've managed as best as you can. You keep your mind busy in order to chase away doubts and painful memories. You still have some way to go. Who knows where your mind could lead you along the paths of insanity? That's of Francis. Macabre discovery. So these are all... I've actually missed a little bit of, like, insanity along the way here. Okay, let's not be around that stuff. Oh, this is locked. So this is the only way to go through. That weird gas stuff is gonna make it bad on me. I can't run.
Damn! The gas!
Okay, so we're just supposed to, like, fall there.
Oh. My head.
Later. We need to move on.
Thanks, Bradley. I'm glad that you are alive and not dead, like I thought you were. Hawkins Mansion. Oh, okay, that's where we are. Well, that's great. That's an eye. And it's blinking. And there's tentacles. And it's looking at...
Who goes there?
That
nightmare again. I need a drink.
I mean, that nightmare again? That's the first time I've seen that nightmare. 1 more CP is needed. Or did our sanity just drop? No, not really. Oh, there's people here. Oh.
Fine. Do what you want. I'm just trying to reason with you.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Like I was hit by a truck.
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
Okie dokie. Can I talk with you guys? I guess I talk
How's our
with you.
fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce,
Oh,
are
I'm
you
supposed to be over
alright?
here.
You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
I don't think I have that.
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller and a nurse. Blood everywhere. My legs, the pain, I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the Institute. Bradley was there.
Mm-hmm.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
Might be on to a lead.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
He is no longer
Of course,
alive.
He's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred
He got
to the
flipped
basement.
around, turned upside down, and bones all broke it
Knew
everywhere.
Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I just did. Tell the truth.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
Confront the truth.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link
Ugh.
between her husband's death
This
and
will affect
Sarah
my
Hawkins.
destiny.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Can I talk to you guys now?
Let us go now and learn the truth about what...
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Does he not remember what happened those nights? I guess we can just leave. Leave. Blip bloop. Oh, well, that was a very short stay there. I guess we can just, go to the Sanders residence. I guess. Hello. Is anyone
What can
home?
I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Oh, it's her.
Well, well, look who's here.
It's Kat.
You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Ah, I'm guessing that's the art.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you
I didn't
not
really
do
say
anything
that,
to
but you
help
know.
him?
Hold to test eloquence. I don't know that my eloquence is very good.
It's terrible what happened to your husband, but I had nothing to do with it. I was injured, and I came across him in the hospital quite by chance.
Injured? Well, I'm delighted to see you in such fine fettle, Detective. Not everybody enjoyed such a prompt recovery.
I suppose Fuller does do miracles now and again.
Luck is obviously very kind to you. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
May
What's
I
Kat
ask
doing
you
here?
what Miss Baker is doing here? How do you know her?
My business with Miss Baker is private, Mr. Pierce.
She's
But
getting
you do know
some
what
whiskey.
kind of business Miss Baker is in, don't you?
I am no
Alcohol.
fool. Please believe that much, at least.
How do you know Sarah Hawkins?
How did you come to meet Sarah Hawkins?
We were the wealthiest and most influential families on Darkwater. Of course we would know each other. And when Charles returned from Europe with his sweet little artist, she and her sinister paintings were destined to catch my husband's eye. He bought many of her works over the last 5 years. They adorn his Macabre gallery.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery.
Oh,
No better place for the
right.
painting that
That was a
endowed him with the
painting. I
privilege of
forgot.
such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The shambler is a painting.
Yeah.
By Sarah Hawkins.
I remember that because that was in
Who
one of the other
else
evidence
to paint
things.
such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
I gained 2 CP. Hey. Cool. Okay. Dump the rest in spot hidden? I guess.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Huh. They took a picture of that? Sarah's like, I don't know why I have to be here. Ian's like, I really don't want to be here. And he's like, haha! Oh, well. Reconstruction. Why am I reconstructing?
Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even? A house of artists. A house of artists.
Okay. Ah,
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally.
finally.
What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
Oh, I see. She didn't want to sell it to him. The two were close friends, but she didn't want to sell that particular painting to him.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel? Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins? The Shambler. I need to see it.
Huh.
Did she really care for him after all?
Dear Madam, I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I am sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you. At the moment of this interment, you signed a discharge, allowing me to dispose of the body as I see fit. Huh, really? Interesting. This house is very upscale.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
Huh.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
Huh. Is that what I heard? Oh. More medicine. Eh. I am an amateur. Amateur in that. Professional psychologist, expert, spot hidden, Amateur at eloquence as well. Okay. Okay. I thought that, you know, because we heard the sound of the piano in there, that maybe that would have something to do with it, but I guess not.